There is still a lot of work ahead, Bardock said. We can't sit down for so long. Remember that King Vegeta has us under surveillance. He could suspect us, the scientist said. It can't be. We're getting slower and slower. We will never finish waking up Kakarot, Gene remarked, frustrated. The scientist and other of his assistants would go out through a door. They arrived at the official laboratory. Minutes later, King Vegeta would enter along with some of his soldiers. Wow, I see that they are working very hard, King Vegeta remarked. Great King Vegeta, as we always work to serve the crown, the scientist said. King Vegeta would watch the entire laboratory carefully. He seemed to suspect something. Great Lord, is something happening? The scientist asked attentively, while the other colleagues would look terrified. Nothing, King Vegeta remarked. I don't know why you were so nervous. You act as if you were hiding something. Bardock and Gene heard everything from the other side. They were afraid to be discovered. Damn, that guy must know something, Bardock said in a low voice. Don't raise your voice, he may hear us, Gene remarked. King Vegeta would use his radar to detect the presence of someone. He would only see the power level of each of those present. Luckily, I covered the walls with lead. Those radars can't read what is hidden in lead, the scientist would think. I heard rumors that they are doing undeclared activities, King Vegeta remarked. Undeclared activities? The scientist asked. Wow, how crazy that they say something about that. King Vegeta would move the edge of his hand agilely, very close to the scientist's neck, so close that he would cut only the tunic he was wearing. I imagine you know what will happen if I find out that you are betraying me, King Vegeta remarked. I think I don't even have to remind you. I would never be able to, the scientist said. Then King Vegeta would leave there. Minutes later, the scientist would return to the secret laboratory. I can't believe it, that was very close, the scientist said. Hey, are you okay? Bardock asked. Yes, just a little nervous, the scientist said. At that moment, that scientist would observe Goku. He was in a capsule that kept him preserved. I think it would be best to leave this here. Take Kakarot from here, the scientist said. Don't tell me you want to leave everything as it is. You are a damned coward, Bardock furious said. Wait, Bardock, don't be so hard on him, Gene noted. There is no point in continuing with this here. King Vegeta already distrusts himself, the scientist said. If he finds out that we work on the perfect Saiyan, all our plans will go to waste. That's why you have to get him out of here, so that at least he survives. No, I can't allow it, Bardock furious said. Honey, I think you're right, Gene noted. If they find out, we'll lose everything. Damn, Bardock furious said. During the night, take some capsules that I have hidden. They are the old model, so you won't be able to track them. Get out of this planet and come back when you're ready, the scientist said. I guess we have no other option. We can return in the future when we are more ready, Gene noted. Damn. If it weren't for the fact that King Vegeta is not an ordinary Saiyan, and for all his faithful, I could end him, Bardock furious said. Remember that King Vegeta is first class. He is one of the strongest Saiyans on the planet. That's why he is the king, Gene noted. I know, it will be better to escape, Bardock furious said. I promise that one day I will return and finish him with my own hands. At night, Bardock and Gene would take 3 capsules to escape. They would take Goku out of the capsule and clean it. Take this, the scientist said when giving them a syringe. As soon as they give him the content, Kakarot will wake up. As long as they don't, he will continue in that eternal sleep. Thank you very much, Bardock said. Just try to take care of yourself. Suddenly, one of the walls would explode. King Vegeta and the other soldiers would come in by force. It can't be, Bardock furious said. They found us, the scientist said. I knew you were a traitor, but I didn't expect something like this from you two, King Vegeta remarked. Gene, run away from here, Bardock furious said. Are you crazy? Gene furious said. Run away, Bardock furious said. Bardock would raise his ki and throw himself at King Vegeta's soldiers. The scientist would not stay behind. He would take a weapon and start shooting to help Bardock. Despite being a Saiyan, he did not have combat skills, but he did his best to collaborate. Gene would place Goku in one of the ships. He would give him the coordinates and then enter his. Both would fly away from the planet Vegeta. Meanwhile, Bardock had defeated all the soldiers, but he was in serious condition. The wounds were very noticeable in him. He lost a lot of blood. King Vegeta had not even bothered to fight. No matter what you do, those two go wherever they go, they will be traced and we will eliminate them. Also, to those who help them to make sure they don't have allies, King Vegeta remarked. "You are a damned bastard," Bardock furious said. Bardock would accumulate ki in his hands, and he would throw a great ray of energy. Despite his efforts, King Vegeta would reject him with a simple fist. "Not bad, but it is not enough for someone like me." Bardock would throw a fist at King Vegeta, but he would hold his hand with great force. Then he would apply a ki, causing him great pain. "You are a disgusting worm. You deserve to die for treason," King Vegeta remarked. King Vegeta would squeeze Bardock's fist harder. Bardock would fall on his knees. He could barely resist. "You are a bastard," Bardock furious said. Suddenly, a ray of energy would hit the eye of King Vegeta. In this way, King Vegeta would release Bardock, and he screamed in pain. It had been that scientist who was in pain. Annoyed by the attacks, "Bardock, get out of here," said the scientist. "I won't leave you here. Come with me," said Bardock. "No, I don't have much to do. Go," said the scientist, surrendering to death. King Vegeta cried out in pain. His eye would not stop bleeding. "Come on, son. Don't make me waste my time. Recover and protect Kakarot. He is our only hope," said the scientist. Bardock had no better option than to flee, and so he would do. King Vegeta continued to agonize. The scientist would attack him with several energy lasers, but King Vegeta, due to his great resistance, managed to endure it. King Vegeta would stand up, and when he recovered his condition, he would assassinate the scientist of a ki attack. "I can't believe it. I trusted," said King Vegeta. Bardock would take his ship and would go straight to the meeting with Kakarot and Jean. Despite his wounds, the capsule that transported him had healing elements that would help him heal, although not in its entirety. Hours later, Jean would arrive to the planet Yardrat. The Yardrats would be terrified of their presence. They knew they were Saiyan, and they knew them as invaders of planets. "Don't worry, we didn't come to hurt them," Jean said. "We escaped from our planet so not to continue invading." The Yardrats would observe each other, since they did not know whether to believe them. "Please, I need help. My son is the only hope to end the invasions," Jean said, and would take Goku out of the ship. Despite the fear, the Yardrats would help them. They would place Goku inside one of their homes to attend him. Bardock had just arrived to the planet Yardrat. He was still injured. He would leave there, walking with difficulty. "Demons, the healing of the capsule is getting worse," said Bardock in pain. The Yardrats would realize the great resemblance between Goku and Bardock, so they would not hesitate to help them. They would attend him and heal his wounds. Minutes later, Jean would arrive with Bardock, being aware of his arrival. "Bardock," said Gani, worried. "Jean, don't worry. I'm better now," said Bardock. "I swear I didn't count on you coming back alive." Said Gani, "I know, to be honest. I didn't even believe it," said Bardock. "But the scientist made it possible. He gave me a lot of time of advantage. Now, tell me where Kakarot is. Come with me," said Gani. Jean would take Bardock to where Kakarot was. "Haven't you given him the injection yet?" asked Bardock. "No, I wasn't sure I could do it if you weren't there," said Gani. "Well, now we'll take care of him," said Bardock. "Wait," said Gani, as she was nervous to wake him up. Bardock would take the syringe and would observe his son carefully. "I thank you for everything you did for us, but I have to ask you to leave. I will wake up my son, and it may be dangerous," said Bardock. The Yardrats, without saying a word, they would understand it and leave. "I don't understand," "These guys haven't said a single word," said Bardock. Bardock would use the syringe. Goku. It would open his eyes and start increasing his ki uncontrollably. Goku screamed, expelling a lot of power. Bardock would be sent far away by the great expansion of power. "Demons, it's very unstable," said Bardock. Gani would arrive at the moment. "Bardock, what's going on?" asked Gani. "Kakarot is out of control," said Bardock. Goku would not stop increasing his ki. He would hold his head for strong pains. Then he would stop and fall on his knees, and he would start vomiting. "Demons, how disgusting! It's the liquid of the capsule that covered him," said Bardock. "Up to here, you can feel the smell," said Gani. Goku seemed to feel better, but he would faint again. "It will be better if we let him rest," said Bardock. The next day, King Vegeta would gather his men. He would order the search of Bardock and Gani's house, besides Goku. "Very well, you know what you have to do. Look for them and finish them," said King Vegeta. King Vegeta would be wearing a patch on his eye, since he had lost his sight by the attack of the scientist. "With me it will be more than enough," said Nappa, confident of himself. "I know you are strong, but remember that Bardock is not a bad warrior. Are you sure you can handle him?" asked King Vegeta. "Of course. For some reason, I occupy a higher position than Bardock. As soon as I find him, I will make him pay for betraying his own race," said Nappa. Nappa would take a capsule, and in a few minutes, he would manage to track the place where they hid. "Those fools believe that those ancient ships are not traceable, but I already know they are on the planet Yardrat. As soon as I put my hands on them, I will claim my ascent," said Nappa. Nappa would go straight to the planet Yardrat, while Gene and Bardock were watching Goku. "I can't believe he's still unconscious," said Gani, worried. "Damn, something must have gone wrong in that experiment," said Bardock. "The worst of all is that this planet does not have much technology to help us with this." Bardock said that, very worried about his son, who did not wake up. Nappa was about to reach the planet Yardrat, while Gene and Bardock were still taking care of Goku. He was still sleeping, although at times he complained asleep as if he had some kind of discomfort. "I can't believe it. My son will not be able to survive if it continues like this," said Gene, crying. "There were still some experiments to be done. I think it was something early, but we had no choice," said Bardock. "We can only wait for everything to go well." Several yard rats would appear. Each of them would surround Goku. "What are they doing?" asked Bardock. But the yard rats would not answer. "Wait, I think they are helping him," said Gene. Each of the yard rats would stretch their hands towards Goku. They would begin to heal him using their energy. "That," said Bardock, amazed. "Remember that yard rats are millennial beings, known for possessing the best techniques in the universe," said Gene. "Trust them, they are also very harmless." "Yes, I know," said Bardock. Suddenly, Bardock's radar would activate, giving notice of Nappa's arrival. "It's not true," said Bardock, furious. "What's going on?" asked Gene. "Someone is coming here, and it seems to be a Saiyan," said Bardock. "Wait, do you think they found us?" asked Gene. "That seems," said Bardock. "Stay here, I'll go see." Bardock would fly straight to Nappa's location. Nappa, he had just landed. "So this is the filthy planet Yardrat," said Nappa. "I had understood that some useless dwarves live here, and that the planet is worth nothing.
Surely Bardock thought it would be the perfect place to hide. But my arrival will not be expected. Nappa's radar would activate. It was Bardock's power level that was approaching. Seconds later, Bardock would arrive. "It's not possible. Nappa," said Bardock, disconcerted. "Bardock, with what you came to your death for yourself," said Nappa. "That's good, because you saved me the trouble of going to look for you. Disgusting worm. Since when is your power level so much? Before, you only had 4,000, said Bardock, furious. Things have changed, said Nappa. I came for you, for your wife, and for that thing they created in a laboratory. Have more respect for Kakarot. It's about our son, said Bardock, furious. You are not in a position to reclaim anything. Prepared to die, said Nappa. Bardock knew that Nappa was stronger than him, but he had no other option than to fight. Demons, this will be difficult, but I have no other option, said Bardock. Bardock and Nappa would increase their ki to the maximum, and both would throw each other. They would begin to force each other, demonstrating Nappa greater muscular strength. Damn, said Bardock, knowing that he would not have a chance against his rival. I told you. For me, you are a simple insect. Nappa managed to break Bardock's posture, and he connected a knee to his stomach. Bardock coughed blood and ran out of breath for a moment. It is when Nappa takes advantage of the situation and begins to attack him with everything. Hit after hit, Nappa enjoyed the way he humiliated Bardock. First I will kill you, and then I will see if I kill Gani or turn her into my wife, said Nappa. Bardock would get angry and hit Nappa hard under his chin, forcing him to take a few steps back. Say that again if you have guts, said Bardock, out of himself. It was a good blow, but we'll see what you do now. Nappa launched a powerful K attack by opening his mouth. Bardock would cross his arms to cover him. He would manage to endure it, but his arms would burn. Demons, he has too much energy, said Bardock. Before Bardock could anticipate it, Nappa would come to him with a kick in the stomach that would throw him several meters away. At that moment, Goku was recovering. He had stopped complaining, and he would manage to wake up. Kakarot, said Gani when he saw him conscious. Goku would be standing. He was still very confused. He didn't know who he was, much less what he was doing there. The only thing that was clear to him was to feel the presence of Bardock and Nappa. He could feel two ki. For him, they were the highest in the area. Goku, without thinking it, he would raise his ki and fly there. Kakarot, wait, said Gani, but Goku would run away. I can't believe it. My son will not be able to survive if it continues like this, said Jean, crying. There were still some experiments to be done. I think it was something early, but we had no choice, said Bardock. We can only wait for everything to go well. Several yard rats would appear. Each of them would surround Goku. What are they doing? Asked Bardock. But the yard rats would not answer. Wait, I think they are helping him, said Jean. Each of the yard rats would stretch their hands towards Goku. They would begin to heal him using their energy. That, said Bardock, amazed. Remember that yard rats are millennial beings, known for possessing the best.
Before you only had 4,000, said furious Bardock. Things have changed, said Nappa. I came for you, for your wife, and for that thing they created in a laboratory. Have more respect for Kakarot. It's about our son, said furious Bardock. You are not in a position to claim anything. Prepare to die, said Nappa. Bardock knew that Nappa was stronger than him, but he had no other option than to fight. Demons, this will be difficult, but I have no other option, said Bardock. Bardock and Nappa would increase their ki to the maximum, and both would throw each other. They would begin to force each other, demonstrating Nappa greater muscle strength. Damn, said Bardock, knowing that he would not have a chance against his rival. I told you, for me you were a simple insect, said Nappa. Nappa would manage to break Bardock's posture, and he would connect a knee to his stomach. Bardock would cough blood, and he would run out of breath for a moment. It is when Nappa takes advantage of the situation and begins to attack him with everything. Hit after hit, Nappa enjoyed the way he humiliated Bardock. First I will kill you, and then I will see if I kill Jean, or turn her into my wife, said Nappa. Bardock would get angry and would hit Nappa hard under his chin, forcing him to take a few steps back. Say that again if you have guts, said Bardock, out of himself. It was a good blow, but we'll see what you do now, said Nappa. Nappa would launch a powerful ki attack by opening his mouth. Bardock would cross his arms to cover himself. He would manage to endure it, but his arms would burn. Demons, he has too much energy, said Bardock. Before Bardock could anticipate it, Nappa would come to him with a kick in the stomach that would throw him several meters away. At that moment, Goku was recovering. He had stopped complaining, and he would manage to wake up. Kakarot, said Jean, when he saw him conscious. Goku would be standing. He was still very confused. He did not know who he was, much less what he was doing there. The only thing that was clear to him, it was to feel the presence of Bardock and Nappa. He could feel two ki. For him, they were the highest in the area. Goku, without thinking it, he would raise his ki and fly there. Kakarot, wait, said Jean, but Goku would run away. I cannot allow my son to be so loose, said Jean, determined. Jean would fly in search of his son. Meanwhile, Nappa did not stop torturing Bardock. He hit him over and over again without rest. He had a clear advantage. Suddenly, Nappa and Bardock's radars would activate. They would begin to increase the readings they took. But they would explode. What the hell?
Said Nappa, terrified. It is not true. That power was gigantic. Said Bardock. What is that? It cannot be your son. Said Nappa, scared. He smiled at Bardock, confident Goku would arrive. He would observe Bardock and Nappa seriously. At first, he would show something hostile, but instantly he would recognize Bardock as his father. Goku would point to Bardock firmly. Father, said Goku. Well, if I'm your father, said Bardock. Then Goku would point to Nappa. Bald, said Goku. Hey worm, do you want to die? Nappa asked, out of himself. Bardock could not help laughing, although he looked interrupted by the pain in his ribs. Nappa, furious, would throw everything at Goku. He would attack him with a series of consecutive blows. Nappa would connect each of his attacks, but they would not do him the slightest damage. Goku remained relentless against the attacks. Since it did not cause him the slightest damage, Nappa did not forgive him. Nappa could not believe Goku's level was something extraordinary. I cannot believe it. This is a humiliation, Nappa wondered, frustrated. It does not matter that I stay here. Nappa would take his ki and run away, but Goku would reach him in an instant. No, it's not true, Nappa said, terrified. Goku, with a single kick in Nappa's neck, would knock him down. Nappa would fall to the ground with his neck broken. He had lost his life in the act. Incredible, said Bardock. It came out better than I expected. Goku would slowly approach Bardock, and he would point to Nappa. Bald, Goku said. Yes, he is bald, Bardock said. I am Bardock, and I am your father. Father, Goku said. Wow, this that he's been forced to be an adult since his creation. It will not be easy, Bardock thought. I have to be careful with him. Any alteration could make him nervous. Cockroach, Gene bellowed when he arrived. It cannot be, Bardock said, terrified. Gene would get to Goku and could not help but examine him. Cockroach, are you okay? They did not do anything to you? Gene inquired. Gene, slowly, you're going to stun him, Bardock said. Mother, Goku said. That's right, treasure, I'm your mother, Gene noted. Father, Goku said when he observed his father. I think we'll have to work a little on his communication, Bardock said. Bardock and Gene would take Goku to the Yard Rat village. They would try to find a way to get him to be able to communicate fully. Heavens, I think this part will be difficult, Bardock said. Father, mother, Goku said when he saw them both. Think on the positive side. At least he knows who we are, Gene noted. Yes, but I do not know how to teach an adult who is just woken up. To be born, rather, Bardock said. The Yard Rats would approach Goku and surround him. Hey, Gene, don't touch him. They don't know how he could react, Bardock said. I don't think they even understand us, Gene noted. All the Yard Rats present would touch Goku's head. Bardock and Gene would look terrified at first, but they noticed that Goku had taken it well. Hi, I'm Kakarot. My mom's name is Gene, and my dad's name is Bardock, Goku said. What? Bardock and Gene noted, amazed. Now I know how to speak thanks to these beings that I don't know what they're called, Goku said. They are Yard Rats, Bardock said. Hey, you can communicate, and you didn't do it because you didn't want to? Bardock said, something annoying. The Yard Rats would smile and leave. Nappa was the bad guy. I killed, Goku said. Yes, about that. You have to know that you can't kill everything you see, Bardock said. Why? Goku asked. Because killing is not good unless it is to eat or survive, Gene noted. Then I can kill someone here to eat it? Goku said. The Yard Rats would be terrified by Goku's proposal. No, it's not that simple, Bardock said. But I'm hungry, Goku said, and stand up. Son, wait, does anyone have anything to eat? Gene inquired. The Yard Rats would run in search of food. They would bring him all kinds of fruits and other kinds of food. Goku would eat a lot of food, so much so that even Bardock and Gene would be amazed. Heavens, he has a very large stomach, Gene noted. It's not for less. In the conditions in which it developed, it must have a very accelerated metabolism, Bardock said. I'm already full, Goku said. This is enough. They will have to leave this planet. A Yard Rat who seemed to be the leader said, Hey, Gene, don't touch him. They don't know how he could react, Bardock said. I don't think they even understand us, Gene noted. All the Yard Rats present would touch Goku's head. Bardock and Gene would look terrified at first, but they noticed that Goku had taken it well. Hi, I'm Kakarot. My mom's name is Gene, and my dad's name is Bardock, Goku said. What? Bardock and Gene noted, amazed. Now I know how to speak thanks to these beings that I don't know what they're called, Goku said. They are Yard Rats, Bardock said. Hey, you can communicate, and you didn't do it because you didn't want to? Bardock said, something annoying. The Yard Rats would smile and leave. Nappa was the bad guy. I killed, Goku said. Yes, about that. You have to know that you can't kill everything you see, Bardock said. Why? Goku asked. Because killing is not good unless it is to eat or survive, Gene noted. Then I can kill someone here to eat it? Goku said. The Yard Rats would be terrified by Goku's proposal. No, it's not that simple, Bardock said. But I'm hungry, Goku said, and stand up. Son, wait, does anyone have anything to eat? Gene inquired. The Yard Rats would run in search of food.
They would bring him all kinds of fruits and other kinds of food. Goku would eat a lot of food, so much so that even Bardock and Jean would be amazed. Heavens, he has a very large stomach, Jean noted. It's not for less. In the conditions in which it developed, it must have a very accelerated metabolism, Bardock said. I'm already full, Goku said. This is enough. They will have to leave this planet. A yard rat who seemed to be the leader said, Hey, you know how to talk, Bardock said in a bad mood. Of course we know how to talk, sucker, Yard Rat noted. But we don't talk to anyone. We gave them a hand because they were in a hurry. But this is too dangerous. Also, this guy ate at one point. What would be the dinner of 100 of us? I was hungry, Goku said. I don't care. He's a strong guy. Go back to your planet and do whatever you have to do there, Yard Rat noted. You are a miserable, Bardock furiously said as he increased his ki. Wait, Bardock, Jean noted. The Yard Rats were very kind to us after all, so we can't get mad at them. Yes, I guess you're right, Bardock said. Let's go back to planet Vegeta. With Kakarot's power, and now that he's able to communicate, we'll be fine, Jean noted. We will overthrow King Vegeta as if nothing, Bardock said. Kakarot, we'll have to go on a trip, so you'll have to stay inside some capsules for a few hours. Okay, Goku would answer. Goku and his parents would go to planet Vegeta. Hours later, our friends would arrive, while King Vegeta was still waiting for news from Nappa. Strange, I haven't had any news from Nappa, King Vegeta remarked. One of the soldiers would arrive with a warning. Great sir, there's news from Bardock, his wife and the guy they took, the soldier said. Yes, King Vegeta remarked, without much emotion. What happened to them? Did Nappa kill them? No, sir. They are here on planet Vegeta, the soldier said. That's not true, King Vegeta remarked. That's right, sir. Our informants say that Bardock's son, Jean, is very powerful, the soldier said. In the end, I'll have to ask for Frieza's help, King Vegeta remarked. King Vegeta would call Frieza to explain them that there were problems on their planet. Although asking for that favor, he knew it would cost a lot. Then we see Goku and his parents in his house. Goku had arrived hungry, and he would eat again. I can't believe it. He really has an insatiable appetite, Jean noted. The food here is better. This thing called meat is very tasty, Goku said. There was none of this on the Yardras planet. Kakarot, do you remember what we talked about the king of this planet and his men? Bardock asked. Yes, just tell me who I can kill and who I cannot, Goku said. Of course, I just ask you to pay attention, Bardock said. Honey, look at the sky, Jean noted. Jean and Bardock would look at the sky. They would see 5 very peculiar transport capsules. Are they the special forces, Jean? Bardock said. That seems to be. After all, they are their transport capsules. Demons.
Jean noted demons. These subjects are the most powerful beings after Frieza. Bardock screamed furiously. When he saw the 5 transport capsules, Bardock and Jean knew they were not rivals, and that's why they were very upset and worried about those presences. Goku would be very attentive to the sky. He could feel the presence of the special forces. Jean, can I kill those?
Goku asked. Wait, son, they are very dangerous, Jine noted. Then I should kill them, Goku said. Bardock, say something. Jine nodded, worried. Son, wait, there are fights that you can't win, and those are the ones you don't have to fight, Bardock said. But they have a power that added, they are stronger than me, Goku said, while he had his fingers, but individually they are weaker, so as soon as you incapacitate one, it will be easier. Kakarot, How do you know how strong they are? Bardock asked. Why does it feel? Can't you feel it? Goku asked. Bardock and Jinne would watch without knowing what to answer. I don't know what to say, Bardock said. Son, just be careful. You don't have enough power to fight Frieza, Jinne noted. Worried. Don't worry, I'll kill that one too, Goku said. Now, can I kill them or not? Can you do it? Bardock asked. Yes, of course, I also feel that I have to fight with strong people to get all my potential, Goku said. I'm sure that after fighting them, I'll be more powerful. Just promise me that you'll be careful, Jinne noted. Of course, Goku said. I'm afraid that something will happen to him, Jinne noted, worried. I'm afraid that Kakarot doesn't know how to control himself, Bardock said. It still surprises me. The special forces would arrive at the castle of King Vegeta. Bardock and Jinne would stay hidden until they had news. King Vegeta, we have come at the request of Mr. Frieza, Captain, Jinne noted. This is important. They have created a very powerful being, King Vegeta remarked. I'm sure that they will use him to take me away from the throne. Yes, I heard something from the great Frieza, Captain, Jinne noted, as he considered that this situation did not deserve his majestic presence. He made the decision to send us. King Vegeta would feel humiliated of asking for help. It was a clear way to confess his weakness. You think I'm exaggerating? But it's true. But that guy killed one of my best men. It's not to be trusted, King Vegeta remarked. Just take us with him, we'll take care of it, Jace said. Goku said, it's him, it's Kakarot, King Vegeta remarked, terrified. How can you have entered like that? Captain, Jinne inquired. I'm sorry for the delay. I was coming here but some soldiers blocked my way, Goku said. I came to kill you if you don't mind. Arrogant, Jinne remarked. Jinne would analyze Goku's power level. He would realize that he had 80,000 units. 80,000 power level, Jinne remarked, disconcerted. That's not true. His radar must be broken, Jace said. Mine marks 80,000, Birder remarked. Mine too, Riku remarked. It can't be. There must be a mistake, Jinne remarked, between teeth. You have 140,000, Goku said. Hey, but you don't have radar, Jinne remarked, surprised. I don't need it to measure his powers, Goku said. The dwarf has 13,500, and the other three between 55,000 and 60,000, Goku said. Captain Jinyu, this is serious, Jace said. Jinyu wouldn't think about it for a moment. He would throw himself at Goku. Goku said goodbye. It's the first time I feel a real blow, Goku wondered. While he felt the pain on his face, Goku would recover his posture. He would stay reflexive for a moment. It's okay, Goku said, while he smiled. Hey, twice as strong as you. You don't stand a chance, Jinyu remarked. Goku would throw himself at Jinyu. He would begin to attack him intensely, although his blows were easily dodged. It's a shame. You could be a good member, Captain Jinyu remarked. But I'll have to kill you. Goku would throw a punch, and Jinyu would hold his hand. Then Goku would attack with his free hand, and Jinyu would also hold it. Little by little, Jinyu would squeeze Goku's hands, causing him a lot of pain. Goku's scream would be heard with echo throughout the castle. If I hadn't discovered it in time, that guy would have been stronger, Vegeta's king would think. That's it, Captain Jinyu, finish him, Jace said. Goku would begin to increase his ki little by little. Everyone's radars would begin to show 120,000 power level. It's not true, Riku remarked. That guy got stronger out of nowhere, Gordo said, surprised. Goku would manage to make fun of Jinyu. connecting a kick under his chin. That way, he would get rid of his grip. Heavens, that hurt, Goku said. Everyone would see how a strange steam would come out of Goku's body. His metabolism is surprising. Surely it is due to being a being created artificially, Captain Jinyu thought. I think I don't have to trust him. I should eliminate him as soon as possible. Goku looked very distracted. Since he was watching his hands, Captain Jinyu, without thinking, would throw himself at him again. He would attack him with a kick in his head, but Goku would bend. It's not true. I wasn't even watching, Jinyu remarked. What? Goku said. Jinyu didn't even understand what happened. He reacted by reflex. In that opening of Jinyu, he would hit him with a fist in his crotch. Jinyu would fall to the ground, really hurt. Jinyu remarked, Jace, terrified. He's getting stronger at every moment. It will be better to help him, said King Vegeta. The other members of the Special Forces, Jinyu. They would come to his aid. Everyone would start attacking Goku at the same time. Goku would start having problems to dodge the attacks of 5 people at the same time. Little by little, Goku would be hurt by the attacks. It was too hard for him to dodge everything. In a moment, he would receive 5 ki rays from everyone. He would instantly cover himself, enduring the attacks. Although he looked quite hurt, especially for his uniform that was in terrible condition. The Special Forces, Jinyu. They were recovering their breath for having been attacking for so long without rest. We have to finish it now, Riku remarked. Yes, I don't want to take risks, said Jinyu. You know what you have to do. Of course, said Guldo. Guldo would raise a leg and put his hands in a strange position. Goku's body would be totally paralyzed. I can't move, Goku said. This is my special technique. No one can get rid of it, said Guldo, disconcerted. It's our time, said Jace. The 4 would throw themselves at Goku, but they would stop to notice that he was moving slowly. What was that? Asked Riku. It's not possible that he has moved. No one can go against my technique, said Guldo, disconcerted. Goku would start screaming while his ki was rising. The radars of each of the members of the Special Forces, Jinyu. It would break with so much power. Everyone was disconcerted that there was such a powerful Saiyan. It's not true. This guy is a demon, King Vegeta said. Maybe I can really defeat Frieza. Goku would take a step forward, managing to reject Guldo's ability. Then he would give another with more agility. It's true, said Jinyu. Jinny and Bardock would enter the castle of King Vegeta. Rumors that a Saiyan had been able to face the Special Forces of Jinyu did not take long to spread all over the planet. Kakarot, said terrified Jinny. Although you two are also here, said King Vegeta. Damn, now you will see what will happen to you for messing with us, said Bardock furious. Wait, it's not the time, said Jinny. Goku would make a great explosion of ki, surprising everyone. The present should be careful not to go far. Guldo would fall to the ground with his nose bleeding for the great effort.
That was very stressful, said Guldo. Goku would throw himself to the neck. He felt a great power run through his body. Yes, this was what I needed. I can kill them, said Goku. Attack, said Ginyu. All but Guldo would throw themselves at Goku. They would attack him with all their strength. Even so, Goku would simply move from side to side, dodging each of the attacks. from a simple blow to each one would leave them unconscious, less to Ginyu, who still stood. "What kind of thing are you?" Captain Ginyu questioned. "I am Kakarot, the Saiyan experiment," said Goku. Energy would sprout from Goku's body. Flashes would come out of his body, making his muscles sound. Even so, he would begin to feel pain that would hurt him. "What's wrong with him?" asked Jinne, worried. "A lot of power in a short time," said King Vegeta. "His body does not adapt so quickly to the increase of power." "Hey, nobody asked for your opinion," said Bardock. "What is this?" "I can't stand myself," said Goku. Ginyu would take the opportunity to hit Goku in the face, but he would only move him a little. "Idiot," said Goku. Goku would present his hand on Captain Ginyu's chest, and a key attack would cause him a big hole. Ginyu would put his eyes in white and fall dead to the ground. "Kakarot, you did it," said Jinne, excited. Jinne would try to go to his son, but Bardock would stop him. "Wait," said Bardock. Goku was very sore. He tried to contain his power, but he couldn't. Finally, Goku would look at the ceiling. He would throw a big ki beam through his mouth, while his eyes would turn white by the energy. The ceiling would be left with a hole by the attack. "What are you doing?" asked Jinne. "Gain energy," said King Vegeta, off. "If you don't do it, your body will explode." Goku would stay for a long time expelling energy. After several seconds, he would stop, and he would fall to the ground. At that moment, Frieza's crew would detect the energy from the planet Vegeta, and they would warn him. "Wow, that doesn't seem normal," said Frieza. "Technically, that must have happened due to the combat with the Special Forces, Ginyu." "I love Frieza." "I don't want to sound exaggerated, but that was too much energy even for Captain Ginyu," remarked Berry Blue. "I agree. I think I should pay a visit," said Frieza. Goku would fall to the ground completely exhausted. "Kakarot," said Bardock, terrified. Several soldiers would enter and would point their weapons at Bardock and Jinne. Other soldiers would point at Goku. "It's time. We have to finish him once and for all," said Guldo when he threw himself at Goku. Guldo would go with everything to finish him off, but King Vegeta would arrive on time. From a movement in his arm, he would cut Guldo's head. His head would roll on the ground. He couldn't believe the betrayal. "King Vegeta! Disgusting monkey! What are you doing?" Guldo questioned. "I'm sorry, but I can't let you kill him," King Vegeta remarked. "Are you helping us?" Bardock asked. King Vegeta would throw a ki attack at Guldo's head, completely disappearing him. "Great Lord!" one of the soldiers asked. "Take Kakarot and take him to heal his wounds," King Vegeta remarked. "What are you talking about? Why are you helping us?" Jinne inquired, disconcerted. "After that, Frieza will come for Kakarot," King Vegeta remarked. "If you kill him when he finds out about the great power he obtained, he will surely destroy the planet." "You were an idiot. Then why did you ask for his help from the beginning?" Bardock asked. "I just wanted his help, but this is bigger than I thought," King Vegeta remarked. "Also, I have faith that Kakarot can beat Frieza." "Will you really help us?" Jinne inquired. "If Kakarot continues to expand his powers, he will be able to beat him, but in return, I will continue to be the king. It is the only price I want to help them," King Vegeta remarked. "Bastard! I knew you wanted something in return," Bardock said, annoyed. "I think it's a fair price," Jinne noted. "After all, we will get rid of Frieza once and for all." Jinne would finish saying something excited to know that he probably never have to see and fear the evil of Frieza. Goku would be treated by the men of King Vegeta for his soon recovery, while Frieza was heading to the planet Vegeta to find out the origin of that mysterious energy. "I wonder what happened to Captain Ginyu. I have not had more news from him," Frieza noted. "He may have died and that is why he could not communicate," Berry Blue remarked. "If someone is able to eliminate Captain Ginyu, it is not a small thing," Frieza noted. "Has King Vegeta responded to our messages?" "Not yet," Kikono said. "Yes, definitely, something strange is happening," Frieza noted. "Is it time to see him use some of his transformations?" Berry Blue questioned.
That only happened once, and I doubt that another time he deserves it, Frieza noted. Although if there is an opportunity to show off, I wouldn't waste it. A few hours later, Goku would wake up. He had an oxygen mask and several cables all over his body. "Where am I?" Goku asked, disconcerted. "Calm down, son," Janae would stop. "You are here while these men heal you. Your body suffered a lot of damage." "Wow, it's true, I almost forgot," Goku said. "The over-effort consumed a lot of energy." "First, you must get used to the increase of your power little by little," Bardock said. "Yes, I understand," Goku said. Goku would observe King Vegeta carefully. "It's true, I have to kill him," Goku said, when creating a ki ball to kill him. But Bardock would stand in front of him just in time. "Wait, son," Bardock said. "You don't have to kill him anymore." "Heavens, that was close," King Vegeta remarked, when sighing. "And the others?" Goku asked, when observing the rest of the staff between scientists and doctors. Everyone would be terrified of Goku's threat. "No, don't kill anyone. For now, only Frieza," Bardock said. "Okay," Goku said. "Kakarot only tries to improve you. Frieza could come at any moment," Janae noted. "King Vegeta, Frieza's ship was shot down in the sky," one of the soldiers said. "Damn it, he arrived faster than I expected," King Vegeta remarked. "I have to go get him," Goku said. "Wait, he still has to finish healing," one of the doctors said. "We can't wait, otherwise Frieza will come for him," Bardock said. "The best thing you can do is wait and take advantage of the last minute to heal as best as possible," the doctor said. "Heavens, this is worse than I thought," Bardock said. "Honey, let's make time somehow," Janae noted. "I want several soldiers to go get Frieza and tell him to wait for me," King Vegeta would order. "But sir, he will kill us all," the soldier said. "If you don't do it, Frieza could destroy the entire planet," King Vegeta remarked. "Okay," the soldier said. Several soldiers would go for Frieza to generate a distraction. Even the minute would be important. Goku was still waiting to finish healing. While he was thinking about how to defeat Frieza, "How strong is Frieza?" Goku asked while looking up. "Nobody knows," King Vegeta would answer. "We only know that nobody has been able to even touch him. Frieza is so strong that nobody has been able to measure his power, not even measure it. I can feel it, it just landed," Goku said. "How can that be?" King Vegeta questioned. "Sir, according to our studies of when we discovered the laboratory, Mr. Kakarot was supplied with a biological radar in his brain that allows him to detect the power of fight of living beings in a natural way," the scientist would explain. "That sounds very useful," King Vegeta remarked. "Kakarot, how much is Frieza's power level?" 530,000, Goku would answer, leaving everyone surprised. "Kakarot, don't say those things. It's impossible that someone has that power," Bardock said. "No, it sounds logical. It even seems little," King Vegeta remarked. "Remember that Captain Ginyu had 140,000 and he had great respect for Frieza." "Yes, but that's not all his power," Bardock said. Goku said, "Are you serious?"
King Vegeta questioned. "Sure, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like it's compressed," Goku said. Actually, as if his body was hiding his power like a steam pot. "Do you mean that Frieza is really stronger than it seems?" Jean inquired. "Yes, at least 3 or 4 times more," Goku said. "One moment, what's going on?" Bardock asked. "Frieza is moving away," Goku said. "That doesn't make sense," King Vegeta remarked. "Oh yes, Frieza had eliminated all the soldiers who tried to delay him, and he would make a decision. Disappear the planet Vegeta completely. Frieza would return to his ship." "Great, sir, are you sure about this?" Berry Blue asked. "Many problems in a short time. We will recruit more men,"
Frieza noted. Frieza would stretch his finger and create a big ki ball, so big almost like the planet Vegeta. Then Frieza would throw the ki ball to eliminate all the Saiyan. Goku would realize this when he felt the accumulation of energy. He would remove all the cables and get out of there as soon as possible. "Kakarot, where are you going?" Jean inquired, surprised. "I don't have time," Goku said. Goku would get out of there in a hurry. He would see the big energy ball in the sky. "Damn! That bastard wants to eliminate us completely," Goku wondered. Goku would join his hands and create a great Kamehameha, technique that was incorporated into his databases at the time of being created. Goku would launch the attack. He would counter the ki ball, and it would shrink little by little until it disappeared in the sky. A great explosion would be seen from all over the planet in the sky. That would leave everyone bewildered. Goku had saved the planet Vegeta from Frieza's claws. "It can't be!" Furious Frieza noted. "Great Frieza, what are you going to do?" he questioned Berry Blue. Frieza would ignore Berry Blue and go with everything to planet Vegeta. He would arrive a few minutes later, making a great entrance. By supporting his feet on the ground, he would create a great smoke curtain by the force of his landing. "I must assume that you are responsible for all this," Frieza noted. "You are Frieza," Goku said, annoyed. Goku would tighten his fist strongly. He felt a natural hatred for Frieza, since for that he had been created, to deeply hate Frieza. "I swear I'll kill you," Goku said between teeth. "What a funny guy," Frieza noted. "Do you really think someone like you can kill me?" Goku would start lifting his ki. Frieza would show serious before the power that manifested Goku. In an instant, Goku would arrive with a powerful fist blow on Frieza. This would hold the attack just in time, although the power had been so strong that Frieza's armor would break. "Insolent ape," Frieza noted. "Come on, transform yourself and help me get stronger," Goku said. "What?" Frieza noted. Bardock and Guinea, in addition to King Vegeta, they would come to the vicinity of the fight to appreciate the situation. "It's amazing, it seems to be at his level," Genie said, amazed. Goku would start attacking Frieza with a series of consecutive blows. The evil Emperor managed to dodge each of his attacks, although with great effort. In a moment, Goku would manage to connect an attack on his face, forcing Frieza to retreat several meters. Frieza would try to regain his posture, but Goku would take advantage of it and attack him with everything, managing to connect all his attacks. Then, Goku would explode a ki ball short distance away from Frieza. "Disgusting worm," Frieza noted furiously. "Come on, I know you're containing your power," Goku said. "Really show me what you're made of." "As you want, but today you will know what the great Frieza is capable of," Frieza noted, proudly. Frieza bellowed, raising his ki. Little by little, his legs would lengthen. His horns would twist up, while the rest of his body continued to grow. Frieza had a demonic look. He was twice as tall and had duplicated his power. "There is no doubt. Your power level is more than 1,000,000, Goku said. "Hey, how can you feel it? You must be one of those guys who can read ki," Frieza noted. "The what?" Goku said, confused. "None of your business," Frieza noted. Frieza would reach Goku with a strong punch in his stomach. Goku would run out of breath for a moment. Then Frieza would kick Goku several meters away. Goku would roll on the ground and be thrown. "It can't be, Kakarot," Jean said in tears. "That damn Bardock," said. "I never thought Frieza could be so strong," Vegeta remarked between teeth. Goku would stand up while holding his face. "Heavens, that did hurt!" Goku said, as if nothing. What? You're supposed to be agonizing, Frieza noted, amazed. It's not that big of a deal, Goku said. You're stronger, but it's not something I can't face. Idiot! You think you're better than me? Frieza noted, furious. Well, I can be even stronger. After all, I was created for that, Goku said, confident. Goku would start raising his ki to a great level. Even Frieza would start to worry. Then Goku would throw several ki balls at the evil Emperor. He would dodge them all, but he wouldn't realize that Goku approached him. In that distraction, Goku would kick Frieza in the face. It's incredible. Kakarot managed to hit him despite his transformation, Bardock said. I hope our son is able to beat him. He's our only hope, Jean noted, excited. Goku would start attacking Frieza with a series of consecutive blows. The evil Emperor managed to dodge each of his attacks, although with great effort. After several attacks, he would knock him down with a hammer blow. Frieza would fall to the ground, hitting himself hard. Frieza would stand up and spit out some blood. I guess you want to play rough? Just so you know, I have 2 more transformations, Frieza noted. 2 more? Goku said, surprised. Hey, that's not fair, Bardock said, upset. You can't talk about justice when it's about Frieza, Gretzky said seriously. Frieza would start raising his ki. His torso would change to his 3rd form, but he wouldn't stay there. Then his body would shine completely, and he would go from long to the last transformation. Frieza now had a thin and agile body, and Goku would be terrified by his great power. It's not true. His power is 4 million, Goku said. Goku would throw himself at Frieza. He would start attacking him with a series of consecutive blows, without any success. Frieza would stay with his arms crossed, dodging each of his attacks. I told you, you're not important to me, Frieza noted. He kneeled under Goku's chin. He stepped back a few meters, but Frieza would reach him and hold him by the neck with his tail. Then he would start to squeeze his neck hard, while he hit him relentlessly. Goku screamed in pain. He couldn't free himself from the claws of the evil Emperor. This is to see that no one can face the great Frieza, Frieza noted. Frieza would continue to hit Goku without compassion, until Goku bite his tail, causing the evil Emperor to release him at the moment. You're a damn Frieza, noted furiously, while the wound was blown. Goku looked damaged, but even so, he wasn't willing to give up. It's not that bad at all, Goku said. You're stronger, but it's not something I can't face. Idiot! You think you're better than me? Frieza noted, furious. Well, I can be even stronger. After all, I was created for that, Goku said, confident. What are you talking about?
If it is more than clear that you have reached your limits, Frieza noted. We'll see about that, Goku said. Goku would start to raise his ki even more, while Frieza would start to worry. That bastard is still increasing his powers uncontrollably. Ferocious, Frieza wondered. I just hope Kakarot doesn't lose control like a moment ago, Bardock said. I think he's being careful with that. That's why he's gradually raising his power, Vegeta remarked. Analyzing the whole situation, apparently, now he had a little hope deposited in Goku to defeat Frieza. What could happen now that Goku is fighting Frieza? Will Goku be able to defeat Frieza, the evil Emperor? And also, will Goku transform into Super Saiyan? We'll find out in the next part of this theory. Friends, I hope you loved the movie compilation of these theories. Remember that if you want to see more compilations like this of more theories in a single video, this video has to reach 150 likes, many comments, and subscribe for more theories. See you in a next video.